guys, welcome to Yoga Lounge again. So tonight I am going to talk about something that I just got interested in, which is the idea of being discerning about what you're paying attention to. So discernment. I just think there's so much misinformation right now that we're all being presented with, and it's a very confusing time. So I think we can all afford to sharpen up our discernment capabilities. So how would you really approach that with a yoga practice? Listening to your body, pulling yourself inward and listening to yourself. So the old story is that the guru is within you. It's not an outside force that you're aspiring to be like someone, or you're not trying to follow someone. But it's inside yourself. So I think really developing discernment, drawing yourself inward, paying attention to your body, knowing when it's right for you, when it's not right for you. These are all things that I think would help us with maintaining a sense of good discernment. So let's start by taking the arms back behind us, opening the heart and lifting up the head, taking some nice deep breaths. Trying to really ground yourself, stay connected to the earth, stay connected to the floor. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Good. Let's now allow the head to do some partial turns. So dropping, half circling down, nice and slowly. Ask yourself if you think that better discernment comes from your area of your heart, or is it something that would be a brain, a mind and mental thing, or would it be related to your heart? Think about that for a moment. Or would it be a good mix, perhaps, of both areas? So we do this in yoga a lot, bringing the arms up, taking the hands down to the front of your heart. Softly bow your head to your heart. You're saying, you're honoring your heart here. You're letting your brain, your mind, your mental body move towards a sense of surrender to the heart. See if you can surrender to your heart without needing to also attach any other greater authority at this moment. Dive deep into yourself for your best sense of authority. Let's pick up the head now. We'll chant Om together. Big inhale. Come to a standing position now on your mat. I'm going to keep checking in with yourself as to what you're feeling, how you are responding to the practice. So we'll inhale, take the arms out wide, open them out, and bring them back behind you. Once again, getting a sense of lifting up of the heart. Stand like that for an extra breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, let's complete the arms up in the air. Palms will touch and look up. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, fold down. Let's bring the hands right through the heart on this fold. So bring the hands down through the center line and then touch your fingertips. Inhale, lifting up part way. Exhale, let's slide your left foot back into a high lunge position. And inhale, rise up into standing lunge. Exhale, bring your fingers together. Inhale, look up. Exhale, slide the hands down to the center of your heart. Good, stretch through the back leg. Inhale. And exhale. Come off the back foot and tip your body forward towards a variation of third warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Let's place the foot back down in the lunge toes there, ball of the foot connection. Inhale. And again, take the palms together, looking up. Exhale, bring the hands through the heart, and then lower yourself down, touch your hands to the ground. Look up, inhale. Exhale, step back and take downward facing dog. Breathing in your downward dog, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale. Good. Inhale, rocking forward, taking plank. Now, if you know that you need a little help in the shoulders, you may want to take knees down and plank. Exhale, we'll lower down. So you can slither the heart forward and through to the belly. Inhale, press up, small cobra. Exhale, chin in. Inhale, peel up, upward facing dog. Now you can leave your knees down if you choose. And exhale, press back up to downward facing dog. Nice, we breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's bring your left foot forward so you can take it nice and lift. Inhale and exhale, step. High lunge position. Rise up, inhale. Palms touch. Good. Exhale. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bringing the hands into the front of the heart. Stretch through the back leg. Inhale. Exhale, we're coming off the back foot and tipping forward into a third warrior variation. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, now stepping it back. Ball of the foot connect. Exhale. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Lower yourself down. Step back. Let's take downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And on the next inhale, rock forward, plank or knees down plank. Good. Exhale, lower your way. Inhale, sweep forward. Let's take small cobra, coming to the belly. Exhaling, chin draws in, double dipping. Inhale, press up, upward facing dog. Breathe. Exhaling, press back, downward facing dog. Breathe, exhale. Crown of the head, reaching down. Very good. Exhaling, let's roll over the toes and come to a almost plank and then roll back towards your heels. Inhale like you're coming to your tiptoes. Roll forward, but not quite. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, roll forward to your tip toes. Exhale. Good. Good. Now, inhale. On your exhale, let's lower down to your knees. Both knees down. Elbows down as well. Opening the palms up, facing the palms up to the ceiling. Thumbs face out. Forearms are parallel to the edge of your mat. Tuck the toes under, press up. Inhale, dolphin pose. Exhale. Exhale, lowering it down. Good. Just bringing your hands back to the floor now. Thumbs are facing in. And let's slither the heart forward. So between your hands, you're going to slither the heart forward. Take it all the way to the front shoulders and draw your hands back. Slide them back a little bit. Inhaling cobra. Exhale, stay with it. Inhale again, press a little higher. Exhale, turn and look to the right. Inhale, coming back to center. Press a little higher. Exhale, turn and look to the left. Great job, everybody. Inhale, back to center. And let's move back into downward facing dog. Press it up there. Breathe. Good. Exhaling, dropping your left knee down and lift the right leg in the air. Stretch the leg away from your body. Exhale. Inhale. So let's see if we can dip down into this position. Bring your elbows close to you. Bring your chin forward. Bring your heart down and let the leg lift. Exhale, press it back. Good, I'm not going to repeat that several times, so just bring the knee down. We'll just do the other side. Practicing discernment, right? Lifting up the left leg. Exhale, bending the elbows in. Bring your heart forward, chin down. And press back up. That's too hard for your shoulders. Obviously, eliminate. Let's bring it back down. Exhale. Good. Lower yourself back. Child's pose. Wide knee. And place the belly in between and lower your forehead to the mat if you can. Sinking back towards your heels. Good. Now, a little extra stretch for your shoulders. I'm all about these shoulders today. Okay, so we take our palms touching, as we did in our prayer position earlier. Walk your shoulders a little further forward. Then adjust your fingers. Lift them up to the ceiling. The palms are still together. And take them back so that now they're pointing down towards your tailbone. Feel the stretch under arms, and you can even walk your elbows a little further forward. Taking a few more breaths here. So relax into the stretch. See if you can continue to lengthen the spine by drawing the tailbone in the down direction. Okay, release. Bring the hands down flat. And let's press back up to all fours now. Okay, so coming to a wide knee position. Cross your ankles, and we're just going to press ourselves back and sit back so that we're now facing forward. Okay, so with the legs straight in front of us, we'll have the toes pointing up. Let's just do some pointing and flexing. You can walk your fingers back, really open, stretch the shoulders. You're trying to, as if you're trying to squeeze the blades together and lifting up the chin slightly. So you're looking up towards the line, the ceiling. A few squeezes of the toes forward and back. Nice, and then side to side windshield wipers. Notice how this all affects, goes right into the hips, the knees, the ankles, everything is moving here. Good, okay, let's come. Now, inhale, palms touch. We have that lift up. And we're going to bring the fingers back, just as we did in that child's pose stretch. Bring the fingers back behind, but try not to dip your chin down. Instead, keep your head lifting so that you can press into the stretch, and maybe open your elbows slightly. Feel the stretching through the rib cage. We're trying to keep our legs straight, but if you're challenged to keep your legs straight, if it's trembling at all, you can bend your knees slightly. If you can, keep legs straight, keep spine straight, that's great. Good. Okay, exhale, let's release the hands and take a twist over to the right side. So we're going to bring our left hand to the outside of your right calf. Now check. See if you're keeping your feet level or are you pulling one closer towards you. Try to keep both feet level with each other. One of the things that discernment, good discernment is to know when you're faking it to yourself, and then ask yourself, well, why? Why does it matter that I kind of get into the pose at all costs? Okay, so it's like stuff like that. So we're discerning our own thoughts. We're discerning, why we do the things that we do. So we can break it down. We're constantly questioning ourselves, questioning our motives, questioning. And I know it doesn't sound like very much fun, but that's what the class is today, discernment. Okay, so let's bring the palms back up. Inhale. Palms touch. Bring the fingers behind you for that nice stretch. And we lift. It's harder than you think just to stay in this pose and keep your legs towards straight, keep the spine straight. And we'll exhale, release the hands, take the twist. Double check that you're keeping your feet lined up with each other. Because you have to figure, if you can tell yourself little fibs or convince yourself, otherwise, then somebody else can too, right? So the discernment comes into play with, are you allowing yourself to have slight untruths? And then if that's the case, then maybe somebody else can pull the wool over your eyes as well. Come back to center. Inhale. Okay, good. Shoulder rolling. Press them back. Good. Okay. Coming now to our lowering yourself down to your back. So come to your backs, everyone. Lower down. Let's bring the knees in. We're going to circle around, drawing a nice big circle on the ceiling. Now I have my arms out to the side. Right now, palms are facing up. Good. Okay, let's take the legs in the air over to one side. Now, see if you can keep that weightedness. They're slightly over to the side. We're trying to keep our spine elongated along the mat. So it's challenging because it's tempting to let your hip lift up and take the legs all the way over because we want to feel accomplished. But let's keep the hips down and just let the gravity, let the weight, and try to hold on to that edge. Hold on to the edge. Sometimes discernment is all about finding the fine line between the two opposing forces, two opposing sides, and maybe they both have a little bit of right to them, or they both have valid points, but we don't necessarily go following all the way down one path. We kind of are discerning between the two extremes. Okay, let's come back to center. See how that felt now. Bring your knees in. And this is a bit of a relief now. We're not teetering off to one side, trying to hold on to a spot. We can kind of stay right in the center, even hold behind your knees. Hold your thighs right behind, underneath your knees. Okay, we're going to try that unusual balance again. So arms can come out, legs up, and we just take them over to the side without pulling the hip off the ground. So keep your right hip grounded, but take your legs to the left side. It's going to feel a little awkward. You're trying to hold the line between the two. The gravity and also weighting your hip back down. All right, let's bring the knees in. Okay, Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet come together. We're going to let the knees softly relax. So you're just kind of coaxing the thighs to release and relax a little bit. The inner thighs, the area of the hip flexors, whatever we're gripping with, you're going to try gently allowing this pose. So we'll take the arms up overhead and bring the thumbs together. So the thumbs come together like that. Points of the thumbs pointing in. And then let's take the index fingers together, having like a sort of a triangle form, and see if you can connect your arms to the ground. You may have to do a little shifting here. You want to get your shoulders down as well. So you're making kind of a pointing position, pointing up towards the top of your room, above your head. Elbows are nice and wide, underarms are open. Soles of the feet are staying together, even as you feel your knees start to relax and release down. See if you can soften the back of your neck a little bit. Notice if you're holding tension there. Maybe doing a little side-to-side rolling of the head. Sometimes I just love the way it feels when I kind of move either my forehead, if I'm doing a child's pose, I have the forehead down and I'm just rocking back and forth along the floor. Rocking along the mat. Do the same thing with the back of your head. So the part of the head that's kind of connected right now is almost just like the occiput area. So just a little bit where those bony points of the back of the skull. You can kind of feel a little bit of connection as you rock back and forth. Let's take a nice deep breath. And we're going to draw the hands around to underneath your legs and press your knees up again, lifting the legs in the air. Okay, so we're going to take the right hand to the right leg and drop the left leg down to the ground. You can place your left hand on the hip. Let's allow the right leg to open to the side now. You can either just use your hand wrapping around your ankle, or if you like to take the yogic toe hold, slide 2 fingers between your big and middle toe. Now, breathing. Once again, you might feel there's a point at which some of the holding lets go a little bit. Okay, bring it back up and over. We're going to take supine twist. I'm just going to take my opposite hand now, connect it, And bring the leg across and over. Try to remain down with your shoulder connected. So if you come all the way over, you may pick your shoulder up. So let's leave the shoulder down and don't come all the way over. Only come as far as you can remain connected with your shoulders. Very good. Let's bend that knee. And both legs come back up to knees into chest. Lift the leg. All right, make the connection. Left hand, left leg. Allow the right leg to come down to the ground. Yogic toe hold, or take a hold of the outside leg. And let's open it out. And take a few moments here, breathing into the stretch. Ask yourself if in the moment when you're trying to discern something for yourself, whether it's an action, whether it's a truth from someone else, whatever it is, ask yourself in the moment if you can connect bodily, if you have any bodily signals. Does something, strike you? Do you get a bodily sensation? Those are usually really good clues. Your body tends to not lie to you. Bring the leg up and let's cross over. Your brain could easily trick you into, your emotions might also fool you sometimes. Someone told me something today that said that all of his good decisions were made from the brain, and all of his not good decisions were made from the heart. Of course, I would have to question how true that is, but if you think about, the heart being, following your heart and then maybe having your heart broken. But that doesn't mean that it still wasn't a good thing to do. So we have to put all that stuff in perspective, right? Okay, when you're ready, let's come back up. Gently release it down. Okay. I'm going to let you go right into a nice final resting pose with your arms out nice and wide. You can walk your feet in if you choose with your knees inward. If you can't, lie flat. Otherwise, you're lying nice and flat down on your mat. And slowly release all remaining tension in all of your limbs. Slowly we begin to bring our awareness back to the body, bringing movements to your hands and your feet, your arms, your legs. Gently increase those movements until you feel yourself in a nice stretch. Take a nice deep breath in there. And we can exhale and draw the knees in, creating a small ball and rocking to the side. Now choosing one side or the other. Slowly we press ourselves back up to sitting. Once again, we'll place the hands together, left to right, right to left palms. Allow the head to gently bow to the heart. And can your own heart be enough here for you? Can your heart be your guide? Can you trust? And even in a belief system where you have larger than you figures, still knowing that it's through your heart that you are making those connections. So that is what's leading you in your direction. So there's no conflict either way. Whatever it is that your belief system is, you're going to find the heart is going to be closer than the brain in this case. And slowly let's return normal awareness. We'll bring the hands down. And thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you again soon.